an analogy with quantum physics, I find that memory behaves in an uncannily similar way. Again, this is just poetry, this and philosophy. This isn't physics. But when you are not recalling a memory, it doesn't exist, at least not as a concrete object or in a concrete place. It's not anywhere. It exists as latent potential distributed across patterns of neural readiness, emotional valence, your bodily state, and the context of your environment. And when the conditions measure it, as in cues it up as a mood or as a question, then a specific reconstruction appears. In other words, psychologically, this superposed state is something we feel. You remember something, but you don't know what you remember until you remember it. I've heard psychologists say that when you remember something, you're actually remembering the last time you remembered it. And I wonder, coming back to technology, if before any of these recording devices existed, before audio files, before videos, before photos, even, how did humans feel about memory and time? Maybe there wasn't an obsession with past, present, and future, this neat order of time, because there were no archives like this. I wonder what this could imply about death as well. Does the mind go where your memories are now, superposed? Or are we immortal in a way? Like a melody on a piano is immortal, even when you're not playing it? Or paradoxically, or alternatively, are we already dead in another sense? If you were to lose all memory, is that not tantamount to death? If you can't recall the past, who are you? This sense of continuity is all that really matters in the construction of a me, of a self, of an I. If I have no memory, but I'm pretty sure I exist because I'm having an experience. In this instant, I could be a tree or a quasar, but not me, or a me wouldn't matter because meanness is dependent on memory. Even though the word memory is a noun, consider that memory isn't a thing nor a place, but a capacity. A melody doesn't go anywhere when the piano is silent or unplayed. But does it still exist? Or is it simply ceasing to be instantiated? What we fear losing in death is not existence, but narrative coherence, the story of our life. The self depends on memory, but being does not. Therefore, identity is assembled, awareness is not. Awareness is not made up of parts. When memory collapses, I get that the organism doesn't magically become a tree or a quasar, but it also isn't not them, because those categories only matter to a mind that remembers being someone specific. So this raises the unsettling possibility that we're already dead in some sense. The self we protect so fiercely is never stable, never fully present because of all this mental time travel, always redone or reconstructed after the fact by thoughts about the past. The founding member of the Grateful Dead, Bob Weir, also just passed the other day, last week, I think. I love the Grateful Dead, met some of the members of the Grateful Dead. Bob Weir and Robert Hunter um, were impressed with our version of Brown Eyed Women, the Giving Tree Band's take on it, featured us, posted about it on their social media. So, brings up a lot of memories with the passing of Bob Weir. And when I think about the band and their name, Grateful Dead, it makes me think that we're already dead, or because we're just merely a flash of existence within eternity, there's nothing to worry about. If we're already dead, uh, paradoxically, we can now live fully and gratefully. The continuity, though, that we rely on to experience life as me, myself, moving through time, is a retrospective dream. It only exists because memory keeps stitching together memories. The I is always late to itself.